Good day.
Oh, I've got your good.
Let's take a break. So sleepy.
Take your time. I'm listening.
Good day. This is standing by.
I've got your back.
Let's figure this out to do.
Adjusting for wind.
Keep your balance.
Increase firepower.
Flip the switch.
Time to pin them down. You're in my sights. Support in position.
Off balance.
You're in my sights.
Is it mine?
Suppressing fire. Time to pin them down. You're in my sights.
I won't back down.
You're in my sights.
Wide open. I'm on it.
This bullet will reach its mark.
Circle them. Covering fire.
Magus, take 5. Let me recalibrating.
Flip the switch.
Time to pin them down.
Don't hesitate.
Ether vision activate.
I'm keeping up, Captain. Flip the switch.
Hold in position.
Wide open.
I'll pierce right through.
Wide open.
I'll pierce right through.
Reporting in.
Take the shot.
Keeping up, Captain.
Fire support ready.
Off balance.
Show no mercy. My bullets are one with the wind.
A perfect conduit.
Time to pin down.
Don't hesitate.
This is your requiem.
Loyalty.
Tactical strategy. Recalibrating. You're cornered.
A perfect conduit.
Pin them down.
Suppressing.
Take the shot. I'll pierce right through.
He won't back down.
I'll pierce right through. My bullets are one with the wind. The target's weary.
Mind the voltage. It's not time to stop yet.
Tactical strategy. Take the shot. Ether vision activate.
Am I keeping up, Captain?
Can't catch me.
Flip the switch.
Fire support ready.
Wide open.
You're in my sights.
Target the weak spot.
The melody of combat. Time to pin them down.
Captain and I got this.
Orphe, time to take it easy. Adjusting.
Behind wind. Let's provide cover fire.
I'll pierce right through. Maximum firepower! Suppressing fire. My bullets are one with the wind.
Flip the switch.
Supporting.
Here I go, Captain.
This is your requiem.
Light him off. Resolve.
Recalibrating.
Am I keeping up, Captain?
Increase firepower.
Flip a switch.
Support in position.
Off balance.
I'll pierce right through. Time to pin them down. Copy.
In position. Target the weak spot.
Target locked.
Move behind me.
I'll pierce right through. You're in my sights.
Solid strategy.
Show no mercy.
Maximum firepower!
Take the shot.
Huzzah!
You're in my sights.
Circle them! Flip a switch. Don't hesitate!
This is your requiem. Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
I would never turn.
I've got you.
I can become even stronger.
Chochewa poche.
Fine. Evade. Changes my... Don't underestimate me. Correct. I'll take the mic. Okay. Oh, for Lord Satan! Let my song move everyone. Fine. Weakling. I see it. Don't underestimate me.
Pochewa.
I would never. Let's take a break.
I can become even stronger.
despite my best efforts to figure it out, I still don't get it. Everything in the outer ring moves slowly. Desert and rocks never change, but every time I come to the inner ring, it's completely different every few days. There are extravagant stores everywhere, kicking out the old magazine stands.
Where did you buy magazines before? Maybe they still sell them.
Buy? They get sent to the outer ring regularly. They're basically just unwanted trash. I really like them. They're good for lighting fires if you're out camping. Some things seem to lose all use once they go out of fashion. But in the outer ring, things are different. Can you picture it? Trash blown all over the place by the wind in the outer ring, looking like confetti. Broken records sound different every time they're played, just as the wind is ever changing. Do you think the people who threw them away would regret it if they knew? But once something's lost, it's lost. Never to be found again. What's little old me getting all sentimental about? How corny.
I've noticed whenever you say, "Lil' ol' me," it's because you're embarrassed, Piper.
Oh, you understand little old me so well, Proxy.
Of course! I mean, when you've known each other as long as we have, you pick up on the small things.
Has it been that long? It seems like it passed in a flash, but I guess that's true. Every day when driving the truck, the scenery outside is always moving. When I stop sometimes, it feels like a dream. But I always feel as though I'm always pushing forward, and as long as the road's still there, I'll be able to find my way back where I started. Especially if you drive on familiar roads every day. You'll naturally assume that everything is the same every day. But it's only when one day your car suddenly breaks down at the roadside that you realize this road has been repaired again and again, and that the pedestrians have all gone elsewhere. It's completely different from how you remember. Little old me is afraid of familiar things changing.
I understand how you feel.
Yeah, it's always nice to cherish things you like. Maybe the next time we meet, it'll be goodbye forever. Who knows when we'll have another chance to meet again.
Don't jinx it!
Then I'll say something positive. Maybe the next time we meet, you'll be all grown up, and I'll barely recognize ya.
You're always treating me like a kid, Piper.
Kids always change the most. I'm trying to get to know you, Proxy. That's why it feels like that. Even though there are lots of things about you that I don't get, I'm still looking forward to each and every time we meet, Proxy.
Got any plans for today? A good meal always makes for a good start.
Hey kids, I trust you've been well. The miasma shrouding Lemnian Hollow still hasn't cleared, and since Yfei Peninsula is also a major production area for porcelain ore, I imagine the air quality there isn't so great.
Make some choo-choos.
Isn't the spreading miasma more worrying than the air
Making the
quality issue? Do
choo-choos.
you have any plans to handle it, Mr. Mayor?
A close attendant friend of mine once told me that, as a senior, it's more friendly to start with some
That
pleasantries
could be.
before diving into the main topic.
Oh no.
But enough small
Did
talk.
I sit again?
I'm calling about the continued threat of the miasma and the dangers still posed by the Exaltists.
Jiwa,
Miasma is a natural byproduct within the Hollows, a unique form of ether that causes more severe corruption effects than ordinary ether, producing even more powerful ethereals and sacrifices. That's nothing new to you two, Phaethon, but the miasma raging within Lemnian Hollow has far exceeded what natural seepage could produce.
It's because of the Exaltists. They've been using miasma to research and create sacrifices, which has caused miasma to spread rampantly within the Hollow.
That's right. From thwarting the Exaltists' plan to seize control of Yfei Peninsula, to dismantling Porcelumex, everything you've done has surely dealt a major blow to the Exaltists' influence in the region.
But the Exaltists' actions are still harming the people of Yfei Peninsula, and the miasma in Lemnian Hollow shows no sign of letting up.
Which brings me to the reason I'm troubling you both this time. The opportunity to root out that evil once and for all has finally arrived. Porcelumex's co-chief executive officer Ferox secretly allied with the Exaltists to carry out unlawful hollow experiments, seriously endangering the safety and interests of Yfei Peninsula's citizens and businesses. I'll spare you all the official jargon, but in short, Porcelumex's influence and control over Yfei Peninsula have been significantly restricted. But investigations and operations by the city government in Yfei Peninsula are still being hindered because another major player has rolled in. A defense force unit, led by Major General Lorenz, has been deployed to Yfei Peninsula over the past few days, imposing temporary military control to investigate Porcelumex and contain the Exaltist threat.
The defense force wasn't involved with the issues in Yfei Peninsula before, so why'd they show up now?
Yfei Peninsula is a key porcelain production area, after all, and has always been a highly contested prize amongst the city's various official powers. Besides protecting the city, everyone is eager to claim a bigger share of the wealth and influence it provides. Major General Lorenz is no easygoing man. Ruthless would be the mildest way to describe him when it comes to achieving his goals. According to my sources, he has a close personal relationship with Porcelumex's other co-chief executive officer, Lucro, and the two often work together. With Ferox's downfall, Lucro secured Lorenz's support by offering him a share of Yfei Peninsula's interests. Having the backing of a Defense Force Major General would greatly benefit his dealings within TOPS.
Sounds like a power struggle between TOPS and the Defense Force.
The action plan the Defense Force submitted to the city. Eradicate the Exaltists sits at the top of their agenda. That's also their most legitimate reason for deploying to Yfei Peninsula. Of course, I don't believe Lorenz is only there to dutifully protect the city, but with Porcelumex and the Defense Force already muddying the waters, a heavy-handed move by the municipal government could turn the conflict into a turf war over interests. I won't pretend I'm above it all, but I do believe that protecting the citizens' safety is more important than short-term gains. That's why neither the city government nor Yunquei Summit can act directly this time. But for you, Phaethon...
Yes, Phaethon. A legend among proxies. An outlaw of the underground. The last disciple of a secret research institute. Mayor Mayflower's wondrous right hand. The one who saved the Void Hunter from the brink of collapse. It's my time to shine again, right?
To be honest, I won't need all those people helping me. But you're right. It's time for the protagonist to take the stage. I spotted the name Obel Squad on the Defense Force's unit roster. I've heard of their past exploits, and some of their members have had both professional and personal dealings with you. I believe they could be a trustworthy source of support. Their commanding officer this time is Miss Isolda, who worked with you during the investigation into the Exaltists and Porcelumex. I assume you're already well acquainted with her.
So we'll be taking part in the operation against the Exaltists as proxies working with the Defense Force?
Exactly. But the title proxy won't fly in the Defense Force's operational report. You'll be introduced as Special Holotech Advisors and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations during your visit with the Defense Force. Sorry, official organizations do love to make up long and difficult-to-remember titles, but sometimes those titles can come in handy. Though I have to say, the ones you came up with a moment ago did sound a lot cooler.
By the way, we came across a few scattered clues about our teacher in the last mission. but we still didn't make any real headway.
There's still no solid intel on Miss Carol Arna, but within the limits permitted by the Defense Force, you're still free to pursue her whereabouts as you see fit. I've already informed the Defense Force and Miss Isolde in advance. The specific plans and arrangements will be up to you two to discuss with Isolde and Obel Squad. Well, I have official duties to attend to, and you both have an important mission ahead, so let's keep it brief. Once again, I wish you the best of luck.
City center out of nowhere. Without support from the Obsidian Division, they won't hold for long.
I knew you couldn't count on Helios's warning systems.
Doesn't matter. We've seen worse, haven't we?
The track we're guarding this time is a key route for evacuating civilians and transporting aid. This is our last line of defense. The civilians are right behind us. We must hold the line.
Magus, you're late today?
You never miss Captain's pep talk.
Let me guess. You were off doing last-minute gear checks for us. Still, they've got a point. Tardiness is unacceptable, soldier.
Obsidian Division. Agamemnon Squad assembled.
Obsidian Division, Agamemnon Squad, requesting backup! Obsidian Division, Agamemnon Squad, requesting backup!
Fall back, Orpheus!
Fall back! No! No! We have to kill it! Whatever it takes! Get back!
I'm from Yunkoi Summit. We'll hold the line from here. You can fall back now, comrades.
Everyone, we can still save them. And the civilians, they're right behind us. We can't back down. We cannot fall back! So, is this the end? Revenge. Against what? The Hollow? Against everything. I've already lost everything.
Captain? Captain Magus? Nagus? Nagus, were you dreaming again?
Intelligent constructs don't dream. It was just leftover cache fragments tucked away deep in my memory module.
So, were you dreaming about the past again?
It's a good thing you gave up your studies at the Meta School to enlist, Orphe.
What can I say? I My brain can be a bit slow at times. Anyway, Magus, you talk in your sleep all the time.
I don't sleep. It's a self-diagnostic mode. And I've told you before, use my proper title while on duty, and stop eavesdropping on me.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never listen to you sleep-talking again. But given how you're always right behind me, it's kinda hard not to overhear.
It's not sleep-talking. It's echoes of residual signals from the vocal module during self-diagnostic mode.
Yes, Captain Magus! I swear, I'll never eavesdrop on your, whatever that was during self-diagnostic mode again.
Still, it's strange. I actually overslept today. I mean, my self-diagnostic ran longer than expected. It feels like some kind of bad omen.
Are intelligent constructs superstitious too?
Well, I am just like you. An idiot who dropped out of school to join the military. Superstition is the only knowledge I've got that I can actually rely on. Enough breakfast chit-chat. Time to get ready for this morning's operational briefing, Orphe.
Yes, Captain Magus.
Good morning, everyone. Today's briefing is to discuss the tactical details for the raid on the Exaltis stronghold. Thanks to previous infiltration ops and documents from Porcelumix, we've gathered intel on several key Exaltis communication hubs within the Hollow. However, we still need more detailed intel on the exact location of their headquarters and the distribution of their personnel. Therefore, before the main force advances into the Hollow to launch a full sweep, we will deploy several elite squads to their comms outposts within the Hollow for recon. The first shot of this battle will be fired by Obel. The results you achieve will be critical to the success of the operations that follow.
Leave it to me, Isolde.
Captain Magus, remember to use proper ranks during operations.
Yes, ma'am. After all these years, it's not like you don't know my bad habits.
Magus? Captain, you were the one lecturing me about that just this morning.
After all this time, we finally get to fight side by side again, Isolde. Colonel.
Ma'am, I heard for this operation, a special envoy from the city government will be assisting Obel Squad. Is that confirmed?
Yeah, Trigger was just telling me we've got a super capable and trustworthy friend coming to work with us.
Trigger is right. There will indeed be a guest from the city government joining us as a technical advisor to assist Obel Squad in the operation. Per the agreed arrangements, our guest will meet you all inside the Hollow.
The Exaltists have long plagued Waifei Peninsula. Obsidian Division's mission is simple. Eliminate the source of this chaos once and for all. Their repeated failures have cost them dearly. Our task now is to eliminate the remaining stragglers and strike directly at their headquarters. We have obtained intel on multiple enemy strongholds. You will be deployed as scouts. Your objective is to investigate and pinpoint the enemy's main base. Split Squad will handle the frontal assault. You will also rendezvous with the technical advisor dispatched by the mayor and assist them in securing the key data. Aegis Squad, you will strike the enemy from the air, providing firepower and intel.
Split Squad in position.
Aegis Squad, report your position. Do you copy?
Copy, Captain Maggie. Agent reporting.
We're en route with the chopper. ETA 20 minutes. Landing at Split Squad 3 o'clock.
Primary objective, rendezvous with the mayor's envoy.
There must be someone pretty important if they've got Obel Squad handling the pickup.
They're very powerful, but also a very nice person.
Oh, so what sort of person are they exactly?
Let's save the chit-chat for after the mission. Stay focused on the battle. The envoy and escort team are inside the building up ahead.
By the way, why are we meeting inside the Hollow?
Captain Magus is all about action. She prefers getting to know our partners in live combat scenarios rather than listening to someone introduce them. At least, that's what Colonel Isolde said.
You're making me sound like I'm some unreasonable, clueless kid or something.
Really? I just hope the captain doesn't end up chewing out the envoy later. We've successfully rendezvoused with the target. Captain Magus, this is the Special Hollow Technology Consultant, the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operations.
Wait, didn't Isolde say there was only one target? How many people are we talking about here?
Hey everyone, forget the titles. Why don't you all just call me Proxy?
So this is the amazing Miss Phaethon that Trigger and Soldier... 11 were talking about. Turns out you're actually pretty down to earth.
I know who you are. You must be the infamous Faithin they mentioned, right?
Trigger was definitely talking about the renowned Miss Faithin.
Usually, only heroic characters are described as renowned. For villains, it would be...
If the other side is a villain, then working with them means we're on the side of villains too.
To be honest, I'm still a little uneasy about having a proxy join up with Obel Squad. I'm an old-timer who plays by the rules. No dramatic backstory, no need for wild adventures like the younger ones. So I've rarely had dealings with anyone outside the military. Especially someone from, well, the underworld, like you.
A hero working from the dark side, protecting the city in secret. I have to admit, that sounds pretty cool.
Sure, I've heard stories of your accomplishments, but don't mistake that for me seeing you as a hero. Everyone walking the city has their own purpose, especially someone with a complicated background like you. But I hope your goals won't interfere with Obel's mission, or violate the Defense Force's principles. Otherwise...
If what you call your principles are genuinely just, and your aim is to protect others, then I'd say we're on the same side.
I hope so.
Whether I'm a villain or a hero, let's keep our focus on the mission. After all, we're still deep inside the Hollow, surrounded by Exaltists.
Regardless of your position, if you get things...
For us, Obel Squad. At the same time, we'll provide cover for Faithin as the proxy collects hollow data and monitors the changes and activity of the miasma.
We've got plenty of trained scouts in the military. Can a proxy with no combat experience really handle such an operation?
Captain Magus, according to the intel report and squad member accounts, the proxy has combat experience working alongside Trigger and Soldier 11. Sharper, more precise, and more perceptive than any scout. That's how Soldier 11 described the proxy. I don't think we've ever seen anyone who's earned the approval of both Trigger and Soldier 11 outside of our own squad members.
If no other squad members or Isolde have any objections. That wraps up the mission briefing. Don't fall behind, Proxy.
There are more enemies than we expected.
Agent Squad, report your status! Agent Squad, come in!
Oh no. Still no response.
Electromagnetic
The enemy reinforcements just keep coming! Soldier 11...
Squad is pinned down! Agent Squad, do you copy?
Enemy reinforcements spotted to the northwest!
Agent Squad!
Speed and the others should be okay, right?
The fastest way to get comms back is to disable the nearby jamming devices.
Feels like the miasma around us is getting thicker.
Ether activity is rising around us. Watch out for stronger enemies.
We're circling right above the
enemy, Captain.
Searching for the mission target. Ada Squad has reached the LZ. Blitz Squad, do you copy? Comms seem to be jammed. Is Seed Senior's comm system still working?
No, the speaker's all buzzy with static.
Let's clear the nearby enemies first, then regroup with the Captain ASAP. I wonder if the proxy, the envoy and the Captain have met up safely.
Maximum firepower! The area's all clear now! All those annoying pests? Good riddance.
Come in, Blitz Squad. Do you copy?
Seems that annoying signal interference is still floating around.
Agent Squad, come in!
Agents reporting in! We need you loud and clear, Captain!
We just shut down the enemy's jamming equipment.
Not open.
Are there any ether transmission terminals inside the control room?
Roger. New objective. Shut down the ether transmission system!
Show no mercy. Remote support. In position.
The ether transmission system has been shut down.
Great! That cuts off the supply of miasma.
We eliminate the remaining enemies. Blitz Squad has finished clearing out the remaining enemies.
Roger.
Those things look like coffins. They're kind of creepy.
What's that?
Huh?
The unknown device. Now analyzing. Network communication structure detected.
These devices are interconnected, probably forming part of a larger equipment array. By cracking part of the data, we can locate the other devices.
Looks like Proxy's quite the skilled hacker.
You're amazing, Proxy!
You're not secretly hacking into my brain while I'm asleep, are you?
Hey, come on. I'm a professional. I have standards. Those are ether reactors made by Porcelumex. Not gonna lie, they look pretty ominous.
Porcelumex? That's the company working with the Exaltists, right?
Not everyone in the company is bad. Hopefully.
Even if they're not all bad, Funny still played a part in this.
That might be true. But most ordinary employees were probably acting under pressure or coercion, right?
This is the only route Blitz Squad can take.
The mission went without a hitch. Great work, everyone.
And thanks to the envoy for all her hard work, too. You were also amazing in battle. I was just doing my duty.
Huh?
Seed, you've met them before.
Oh, it's you, Proxy.
You're Seed, right? It's been a while. We met briefly during the Porcelumex investigation.
I remember. Oh, Seed Senior says he remembers too. Shh, he's asleep right now, so he can't talk to you himself. But according to Seed Senior, you're someone who can be trusted. Someone worth trusting. Well, to be honest, it was Trigger and Soldier 11 who told Seed Senior first. And then Seed Senior told me.
Seed Senior? Is that the name of your mech?
He's not a mech. Seed Senior is an intelligent construct. Totally different. You carry the same scent as me, Proxy. Did you attend classes properly back in school, Proxy?
Strictly speaking, I never really went to a typical school.
Sounds like a lie.
You two have quite a unique way of talking.
The Defense Force, or rather, Obel Squad's comms channel, always seems to be tuned to a pretty unusual frequency.
Birds of a feather flock together, as they say.
The Proxy wasn't complimenting us, Soldier 11. You dummy.
Being able to tune into both Seed's and Soldier 11's wavelength at the same time. I have to say, you really are something special.
Wavelength? Are Seed and Soldier 11 intelligent constructs too?
Still, winning over these girls might be easy. All right, everyone, that's enough chit-chat. Let's not forget, although we've tracked down the Exaltists' communication outpost, we came up empty on both the location of the Exaltists' main base.
The most efficient way to move such a large amount of supplies in a short time would be through spatial fissures. The Exaltists have been operating in Lemnian Hollow for a long time. They must have access to fissure coordinates that the Defense Force doesn't know about. But no one knows the labyrinths of hollows better than Phaethon.
Phaethon's skills are like magic.
Sounds pretty mysterious. Anyway.
I got this. Inside those devices, those are all sacrifices?
Seed, confirm the number of enemies.
Locking onto hostile targets. There's 8 in total. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're all clear.
Obel Squad. All enemies eliminated.
The rambling old man is a little Seed's trophy.
The final sacrifice. How can swirling dust conflict?
Do all the Exaltists talk like this?
Seed.
Foolish!
Hey, Seed Senior.
They've done more than enough harm.
What sets these exaltists apart from typical villains is their fanatical devotion to the Creator. Even if they act in the shadows without rhyme or reason, the miasma remains essential to them.
These so-called fanatics are nothing more than villains who treat ether as a deadly poison corrupting new Eridu. Let's see if they stay so devoted when confronted with 50 caliber high explosive rounds.
Calm down, Captain Magus. As vile as the Exaltists are, in other words, not every Exaltist member deserves to be met with 50 caliber high explosive rounds.
We've hardly caught anyone yet, and you're already defending them? I know how to throw around grand quotes, too. Like no snowflake in an avalanche ever feels responsible. You're awfully sympathetic towards these scumbags.
Enough! Captain Magus, I'm pretty sure your remarks have already exceeded the boundaries set by Commander Isolde's temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon.
Huh? How come no one told me about it?
Don't speak harshly to your squad mates, and don't say anything that kills morale.
I don't consider them a comrade.
Whether we're allies who can rely on each other, or simply partners with our own suspicions.
Wouldn't have it any other way, Phaethon.
There's a critical piece of intel that needs our immediate attention. What just emerged from the Obscura is a bioweapon created by the Exaltists, known as a sacrifice. These Obscura, and the factories that produce them, are scattered throughout Lemnian Hollow.
No, not just Lemnian Hollow. According to the data from Porcelumex and the intel Commander Isolde has gathered, there are a large number of Obscura placed throughout Yfei Peninsula.
Over 300? Not even the entire Obsidian Division could deal with that.
The entire Obsidian Division would just end up as monster food.
We have to get this information to Command immediately.
No, that's not right. Although I did come across Obscura shards tainted with sacrifice energies, the sacrifices would require an unimaginable amount of ether.
Or they would have destroyed New Eridu long ago.
Yeah. Good thing the bad guys we're dealing with this time aren't that powerful.
Hey, did you two completely forget that—
Captain, didn't you say that kind of talk is just something generals say to sound impressive?
The proxy has a point. But there's definitely something suspicious about the Obscura and Yfei Peninsula. Obsidian Division has already mobilized outside Lemnian Hollow.
A fanatic's last stand is often the most ferocious.
After spending over a decade in the military.
What Captain Magus meant to say was, thanks for the heads up, Proxy.
That's not what I meant! All in all, the scouting mission was a success. It's honestly baffling how HSO and public security got completely outplayed by the Exaltists. Their actions are chaotic and lack any strategy.
The Proxy was amazing too. Just like Trigger and Soldier 11.
Huh? Orphe, since when have you been visiting sketchy sites?
Help!
Calm down, Captain Magus. What you've dealt with so far are just the Exaltist scattered remnants.
I know. We already have the hollow coordinates for the Exaltist base. I'm not worried about a head-on clash.
Leave the search for the Obscura to me and the city forces. You can't just grasp at weeds. You have to dig out the roots. By the way, Proxy, I heard your performance in the Hollow was top-notch as always.
I'll have to think about that. I remember Captain Magus saying that Phaethon is a villain who should be dealt with using 50 caliber high explosive rounds and military grade high energy lasers?
Don't go taking things out of context to make me look like the bad guy.
Got it. Looks like the temporary protocol for addressing Phaethon doesn't really hold much sway over Captain Magus.
It's all because I wasn't decisive enough.
She's not the most soft-spoken, but Captain Magus and the squad have been doing their best to support me.
All right.
Whew. I guess this is the part where old grudges melt away.
But if you're that talented, why settle for the dishonorable role of a pro?
What's so dishonorable about it? The work we do in the shadows brings us closer to the light than many of those who stand in it.
You're being a little harsh today, Captain.
Proxy. How many unqualified civilians have you led?
You're right, Captain Magus. The underworld does have its dark side. And this grand, respectable world you speak of, is it really filled with nothing but righteous heroes?
You...
All right, kids, enough bickering. The only villain here is the grumpy old Isolde. You're all brave, shining heroes, okay?
Looks like the captain got shut down by Commander Isolde again.
Even the proxy's been lumped in with the kids. Looks like we're all in the same class now.
This concludes the briefing. Proxy, Major General Lorenz has expressed interest in meeting you.
The Major General wants to see...
Relax.
Sir, your guests have arrived.
Colonel Isolde, I heard that, Obel Squad has already obtained the coordinates of the Exaltist headquarters.
That's correct, sir. The recon operation was a success. However, we also discovered something unexpected. There are numerous ether reactors installed around Waifei Peninsula.
You can handle the specifics with your squad. You know I've always counted on you.
Yes, sir.
Among all the mediocrity in the Obsidian Division, Isolde, you're the one who truly stands out. Someone like you shouldn't be stuck on the front lines. This is a big opportunity, but I went to great lengths to get troops into Waifei Peninsula.
Yes, sir.
Ah, I seem to have forgotten about our guest.
This is the officially appointed Hollow Technical Advisor and the Mayor's Special Envoy for Military Operation, Bell.
Welcome to Waifei Peninsula, Ambassador Bell.
I've been in Waifei Peninsula for a while now. Honestly, it's more appropriate for me and Swabian Temple to be the ones welcoming the Defense Force.
Swabian Temple? Pardon my memory, I nearly forgot our guest works directly under Mayor Mayflower. Mind filling me in, Colonel Isolde? Why is one of the mayor's personal agents and...
Bell was appointed by the city as a technical advisor and envoy for Mayor Mayflower.
Assist, huh? If the High Preceptor of Yunquay Summit had shown up in person, and as for the supervision, since when does Mayflower get a say in when Obsidian Division pulls the trigger?
Sir, Bell is only here to assist Obel Squad. All part of the agreement to keep the City Council from meddling with our military affairs in Waifei Peninsula.
Of course. Your arrangements are always right on point, Colonel. Well then, since you're the Hollow experts and personally by the Mayor, unfortunately, military secrecy is of utmost importance. Colonel Isolde, until this operation is over, all of Bell's external communications and movements beyond Phylum Heights must be temporarily restricted.
That's a very unique way to treat a cat.
Major General, the Mayor and Yunquay Summit might not be too happy about that.
That's an order.
Yes, sir.
The people from Porcelumix are still waiting for me in Phylum Heights. Something about a banquet to welcome the Defense Force to Waifei Peninsula. I'm afraid I won't be able to personally entertain our guest.
Let's go, Madam Ambassador.
Oh? Huh?
And change in pulse, and your face isn't too pale. You look so frail, Proxy. Who would have thought you had the makings of a soldier tough enough to endure it?
With you already calling me the villain.
The Major General may be tough to deal with, but
temporarily restricting the proxy's movement.
It means we've got your precious faith and locked away.
That's just...
That's terrible!
What a shame. I never thought the legendary proxy Faithin would end up getting caught one day.
on the plus side, at least the legendary proxy Faithin was caught by Obelsk, the Major General's idea of hospitality.
So, as much as we regret it...
You sure you're sorry, Captain?
Don't worry. Obel Squad and the Obsidian Division are the first line of defense. We'll wipe out the Exaltists faster than you'd think.
And then the proxy will be free.
As ordered, a technician will now attach a tracker to the proxy and temporarily block all communication. My apologies, Proxy.
For the Obsidian Division, orders carry more weight than mountains. I don't like restricting someone's freedom.
I may not be a soldier, but I can understand the weight, orders, if temporarily restricting my freedom helps the operation go smoothly and keep...
I never thought you'd show such resolve. Don't worry. I'll keep an eye on you while you're with us.
Captain Magus keeping an eye on you?
Once again, Proxy, you have my apologies.
As Master's supreme assistant and a thoughtful, all-purpose AI, I would never sit back helplessly while Master's freedom is being restricted.
Fairy, you really can't stop chasing that first assistant title. When will you finally understand that as her sibling, I'm irreplaceable?
All right, you two, enough arguing. I'm just the pitiful, useless captured proxy here.
Negative. Although Master was unfortunately captured.
Save your useless sympathy. Luckily, not even the Hollows can interfere with the HDD's unique signal.
Still, I was the one who actually encoded the anti-jamming signal.
Which means Bell can still reach me through the HDD, and EOS's deep dive can continue as planned.
I saw some new data with my eye implants in the Hollow. Whether or not the military's info checks out, nothing is more trustworthy than your calculations, Fairy.
Affirmative. Additionally, I've made a full copy of the military intel files that EOS and Master saw.
If the Defense Force comes knocking because you did something without permission, make sure they know Second Assistant and your Master had nothing to do with it. Anyway, leave the rest to me and Fairy Bell, just like always.
Then leave clearing out the Hollow to me and Noble Squad, just like always.
The Defense Force's mission is bound to be dangerous. Be careful, Bell.
I would never turn down Lord Phaethon. Good day, Lord Phaethon.